Hello and welcome to Cal's Coffee and Cards. Can I interest you in today's special, the Lightsworn Delight? What? You've never heard of Lightsworns before? Oh, well, cool. I can give a bit of history lesson behind my drink here. So, what are Lightsworns? Interesting question indeed. Lightsworns are a very, very good historical deck from Yu-Gi-Oh! And arguably a very important deck, in my opinion. While there are other decks that probably did this first, Lightsworns are one of the first mill decks. What's a mill deck, you may ask? Well, a mill deck is a deck that's based on sending your cards from the deck to the graveyard. Zombie decks are very popular for this. Lightsworns take the other approach. Think Divine Judgment. You see, Lightsworns rely on you having various Lightsworns in the graveyard to summon one of two dragons. Judgment Dragon and Punishment Dragon. Punishment Dragon is summoned from the Banish. Okay, so what's so special about these cards? Well, you see, Judgment Dragon's effect is as follows. Pay 1,000 life points and destroy all other cards on the field. Well, actually, I think it's all monsters. But either way. Essentially, it's a field wipe. So you pay 1,000 life points, and it wipes the field on both sides, except for itself. Well, that should be impressive to anybody, and gets around a ton of things. It's a great setup for going second. Punishment Dragon actually resets the graveyard a little bit, as well as doing some banish work. Both of these have 3,000 attack points. They're great cards. But what's really impressive is if you can get one on the field and one on the graveyard. Because then you could summon something really cool that's part of the newer support for this deck called Enlightenment Dragon, which is pay 2,000 life points and you wipe the field, but then send everything to the banish zone. And it doesn't affect your cards. Which means you can summon your other boss monsters from the extra deck that you use to support this deck by sending stuff to the graveyard and vice versa. What? You don't think that'd be good? Well, it is an old deck. Why don't I demonstrate it in Master Duel, and we can have a quick duel? I'll see you there. Okay. Now that we're ready to duel, I think I'm gonna go second. Normally I would go first, but this deck is best from second. And since we're giving a demonstration, I feel it's best to do it this way. The opponent I have chosen today should be using a Sky Striker deck. Which should make this for an interesting opponent. We've also got a really good starting hand here, and you're going to see why very quickly. Even better. So we're going to start out by playing Charge of the Light Brigade. Send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard, add 1 level 4 lower Lightsworn monster from your deck to your hand. So who are we going to add to our hand, you might ask? Well, one of the best cards to do that would be Wise Lightsworn Archfiend. As you can see, we have effects going off from the graveyard, such as Wolf, Lightsworn Beast. If this card is sent to the graveyard, special summon it. Pretty simple. The Lightsworn Dragonling. This is one of your key cards. Lightsworn Dragonling. If you have a Lightsworn monster in your graveyard, it can be special summoned, and if you special summon it, you can send one Lightsworn card from your deck to the graveyard, except for Lightsworn Dragonwing. Very useful for getting stuff out. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 monster with 3,000 attack, defense, and 2,600 defense from your deck to your hand. I wonder which cards those are referring to. I guess we'll have to see here in a second. Let's start by activating its effect. And we're going to use its effect to immediately send another Dragonling to the graveyard. Oh wait, I can't. That's right. Just kidding. We're going to use it we're going to use its effect to send Lightsworn Aegis, which is a really great trap card, to the graveyard. Then we're going to activate the effect the Y-Star Lightsworn Archfiend to get the Lightsworn Archer. And the reason we do this is we sent him to the drop so that this card would get special summoned. It has the similar effect to our friend here. The difference is she has this lovely effect that allows you to tribute this card and destroy it and then send the top cards of your deck. So you want to keep sending cards to your graveyard as much as possible in this deck. Very important. So we'll start with that. And look at that, we actually got that Lightsworn Dragonling in the graveyard after all. That is the whole goal. So we're going to start with Judgment Dragon. Now we're already in a pretty good, advantageous position here, and all we've really done is throw things into the graveyard. We haven't even done our normal summon yet. But we're not done. We're going to start, now that we have Judgment Dragon in our hand, we're going to actually hold off on summoning him. Mostly for demonstration purposes. We are going to summon one of our support cards. And to activate its effect, just to send some stuff to the graveyard. Very important that we do this. We're not sending anything that's gonna be particularly helpful to the graveyard. We're just wanting to pad it out a little. Now, the reason I'm not going to do Judgment Dragon just yet, I could summon it. But right now, I actually want to give my opponent here a chance to come back a little bit. We're actually going to let this go. Because I want my opponent to be able to come back. Like, as you can see, I've already got this duel on lock. But I'm gonna wait just to let this guy do his whole shtick so I can show off what can be done with Judgment Dragon. So we've got a decent opponent on our hands now, huh? Decently strong. It's got some powerful effects. Before we do anything, we're going to do Charge of the Light Brigade again. Very useful card. And thus very often played. We're actually not going to use Dragonling's ability here. We're going to start by special summoning our Judgment Dragon to the field. And we're going to activate its effect. Boom. Problem solved, right? Now that we no longer have to deal with them, well, the field's open to us. Solar Recharge now is a great card to do. Ah, perfect. Oh, and we got nobody. Okay, let me show off another great card before we end our demonstration here. This is Shire Lightsworn Spirit. Gains 300 attack for each Lightsworn monster in your graveyard. It's a pseudo boss in its own right. Let's head back to the cafe now. I hope you enjoyed the demonstration, and that's how Lightsworns play. If you liked this demonstration, I hope you can't come back again. Oh, and don't forget to leave a like in our comment box and reviews. I'll see you all next time. Oh, and don't forget to pick up your Lightsworn special.